señor. Yo quiero... ¿Dónde estás?
Uh, Pardon me? So, the location I work at, I always get yelled at for not knowing Spanish by the customers. So, I work at this market that is very popular in the state that I am. And I worked at two locations. One, they're nice, the customers. They don't care if I don't know Spanish. But the location I work at is known as the ghetto location. Yeah, I get yelled at all the time for not knowing Spanish. And sometimes the customer will take their time lecturing on how easy it is to learn Spanish. They always use this example like, oh, well, I have this cousin, or I have this family member, or I have this friend that watch novellas and listen to Spanish music for like a couple months, and they know Spanish. And they say it's so easy. But they're telling me this in Spanish, and some of them will tell me this in English, and it's the same story all the time. Everybody will tell you that here. Oh, it's so easy to learn Spanish. You just watch novellas and listen to, Mexican music. Well, I don't want to learn Spanish. Yeah, I know the basics of it. I can survive more or less with the Spanish that I know. But my mind is more focused on Mandarin Chinese because it's a lot more difficult to learn that language. Also, writing and reading Chinese is more difficult. You have to know stroke orders and all that. It's just something I want to learn. Like, I have friends that learn French, German, Russian, and that must be nice. They live a little bit north of me, and they're able to learn stuff like that. But because of my location, I'm forced to learn Spanish, right? So, anyways, sometimes I wish I could talk back to these customers, but I can't. It's the rule. You're not supposed to. They're always right. The first thing I would say is, like, excuse me. Hold it right there. You said Spanish is easy to learn just by watching novellas and Spanish music, right? Listening to that. Okay. Well, you're older than me, and you're probably a third or fourth generation American. Since it's so easy to learn Spanish, why couldn't you change the channel to every other channel? Why couldn't you tune the radio to any other radio station and learn English? It shouldn't be a problem, right? It should take you 3 to 6 months, like you're saying. I can learn Spanish in 3 to 6 months if I force myself to watch novellas and I force myself to listen to Mexican music. Why couldn't you do the same, but with English channels and English radio stations? But you couldn't, right? Because it's not easy. So why are you lecturing to me that it's easy? It's not. Okay? It's time consuming. There's other things I want to do during the day, and that's not one of them. So that's basically it. I had to share my experiences with you that I have to deal with at work, and I really hope you enjoyed it.